What's up, everyone? Welcome to another podcast with the brother Tim, fucked up sideways. How are you, brother? You good?
Not bad, my bro. Not bad. How you doing?
Yeah, no, all good, my bro. So I really have been wanting to have a chat with you for a long time. It's been a long time coming. Um, Basically, I just wanted to ask a few questions. You're obviously quite big on TikTok. How did that all come about?
Um, to be honest, bro, I just got bored one day.
Yeah,
Me and my Mrs. Phoenix, we kind of broke up, and I was like starting to, my mind was messy, bro. So I fucking started a page on there. I always used to say, no, fuck TikTok, fuck that. But
yeah.
I thought I may as well just start one, and here we are now.
Holy shit. All right. So obviously there's for those people that don't know, the bro Tim, like he's very raw and very real on his TikTok. Like what it kind of inspired you to start like being so honest on there?
Um, I've always appreciated people being honest, when I'm talking to them.
Yeah.
So like I didn't want to jump on there and start trying to be a fake cunt because like too many people know me in the real world, and I wasn't keen on getting called out for being a fake cunt, and then that would have just wrecked my journey kind of thing, would have had to get shut down kind of. So it's the best way is just to be honest. Otherwise, you're just fucking yourself around, really.
100%, my bro. Definitely agree. So with the content and stuff you share, a lot of it's about your meth, well, your former meth addiction and stuff like that. What kind of like inspired you to get clean and to change your life around?
Um, I was just over being over, my bro. Like I was sick
Yeah,
of having to hide. I was sick of being on the run. I was sick of having to look over my shoulder. Um, and then after, like, I had a pretty traumatic brain injury. So my keys kind of left, but so did my filter. So I started getting myself into even worse situations. Um, and Phoenix, she played a big part in it too. She was always writing me, about being cooked and you're being a fuckwit and all that kind of stuff. And I used to tell her, no, 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 maintaining. And eventually, her words kind of broke the barrier, and yeah, the time came, and I just packed my shit and we left.
well, fuck yeah, no, that's really inspiring because like for me, I've kind of been in and out of that game and that, and definitely had my fair share of addiction to it and stuff. Listening to a lot of your stories and a lot of your truth. It's you've been in some real fucking out of it situations, eh? You know what I mean? Like, for those of you who don't
Yeah.
know, like you got to go check out the bros TikTok, fucked up sideways. Where did that name come from? I can kind of guess, but I want to hear it from you.
Just how I've always kind of felt, like since as far as I can remember, I've always just felt a little bit sideways, and then I used to
Yeah,
get fucked up all the time, so it kind of just fit.
yeah,
And yeah, I've
yeah,
just kind of
yeah.
rolled with it
Yeah, no, that definitely makes
ever.
sense. Yeah, yeah, 100%. So like we've obviously been talking for some months now and like you've kind of shared with me around like when you first kind of started putting content and stuff out there, you've had all sorts of kind of people hit you up and stuff like that. Is that right? Like people from all walks of life, not just like recovering addicts and stuff like that.
Family members, like friends, partners, like
Yeah.
everybody in the whole kind of atmosphere of addiction. Not just the addicts, but the ones that they're affecting as well, have reached out to me. People that have never even touched it have reached out, just to learn a little bit more, so they can kind of change the way that they judge people, for being an addict. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, 100% definitely. Have you done any like rehabs or rehabilitation or anything like that?
When I was 14, 15, I went to rehab for alcohol, but I got booted out of there, and I've never really done anything since.
Yeah.
Um, I did like a thing in jail, but it was more of they came and asked us questions so they could learn from us. Like they knew nothing kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've never done any programs or anything like that. I just did life.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, good on you, brother. So with like, because I've actually seen a recent video with someone asking you like, oh, what's your passion, what's your this and that, and you were very honest in that video, and you kind of said, like you you obviously have passions and visions and stuff. Like, do you just want to tell me, like, because we've had a chat before, like how you wanted to kind of create like a rehab and do that type of stuff. What's your visions and kind of goals for the future?
Um, ultimately, ultimately, I'd like to be able to open up a place that their brothers and sisters can basically just walk in off the street and get the help that they're looking for. Instead of having to go on a 6 month waiting list or pay some ridiculous amount of money to get help that may not even fit them. I want to open up a centre where people can just rock in, and have it funded, obviously by the government and that. I don't want people to have to pay to get help,
Yeah,
which is something our country needs really badly. Our country's up the fuck when it comes to looking for help in all aspects of life. Mental health, addiction, all that kind of stuff. It's hurdles. You have to jump too many hurdles to get help that may not even be tailored to what you're looking for, kind of thing. Um, but yeah, that's what I want to do, bro. I want to open up something that's going to help people, without it costing them the fucking earth.
yeah, man. Because that's obviously the type of work I do around men's mental health and stuff like that. It really is hard for people to get help, man. And it would be fucking amazing to have more and more rehabs. I guess obviously with the new government and stuff coming in, it's going to be a lot more harder as well, unfortunately. But yeah, it's you go, brother.
Dreams are like it's hard, trying to come up with the capital to even start it. Like I don't even know where to fucking start. Now I've looked into getting certificates and stuff like that, but I can only go so far before my past kind of blocks me off from going anywhere else. And
Yeah,
then
man.
no one really wants to bar with me. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm too raw or because I fucking. But yeah,
I think, bro, like for me personally, and my experience, like I would rather hear a raw fucking real message, like I've been, and like fuck, I've been in treatment centers for altogether like 3 years of my teenage life, bro. I've fucking been to psychologists,
yeah,
fucking shrinks, you name it, bro. And um, I don't down the people that have gone to college and got degrees and all the rest of it. But
yeah,
like for me personally, I could never resonate. I could never relate to it. I couldn't
yeah.
fucking
You gel.
nah. No, I don't, bro. So for me, I really hear what you're saying, and I think that there's a massive urgency for something that you can literally just walk in off the street, because that's the problem, bro. Like especially when you're caught on the pipe and you've been up for days, but you desperately
Yeah,
want help and need help. You've lost everything. You're fucking stealing off
yeah,
Peter to pay Paul. Shit's really dark and grim. Um, there
yeah,
isn't really anywhere that, if you walk into a hospital, they're going to call the police and shit, right? You know what
yeah,
I mean? Because you're looking all fucking strung out and fucked. It's a really hard.
yeah. There's a slim window of hope. When you're cooked as to
Yeah,
whether or not you're gonna go and try and get some help. And if you go and look for it and it's not there, you just give up. And go straight back to what you're doing, kind of thing. Until next time you get the urge to get some help. And it's a revolving cycle of bullshit, kind of thing. It's
yeah,
dumb.
man.
It's dumb.
Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy. So, like, just out of curiosity, how long were you addicted to the gear and that? Like, how long?
Pretty much about 13 years I spent on the gear. About 8 or 9 of those was like deep into it. The first couple of years I was just a hobby really, and then it kind of fucking set in, and I pretty much dedicated my entire existence to gear and all aspects of gear.
Yeah, because they're like watching some of your fucking content, man. It's like, holy shit, this guy's really been for a fucking like for me personally, like I've kind of been in and out of it, but I definitely have not been as deep as you. Like holy shit. So with the car accidents and stuff like that that kind of led you um to having that realization, even after that you were still kind of using in that day, is that right?
Um, when I woke up from the coma, I discharged myself from hospital against doctors' advice. Like I fought my way out the door, kind of thing. No skull, body brace, all that kind of shit. I was cooked within, I think, hours from the time I got home. Um, Phoenix found out and she's like, "Nah, what the fuck," and basically fucking locked me up into the room. Um, I tried to fight my way out that room for months until the body brace came off, and then I was straight back into the game. I still hadn't had my skull put back in, so I ran around for about 6 months with no skull, still trying to be, me, getting rolled and getting beaten up and shit like that. It was pretty rough. It was pretty fucking rough.
Whoa, like that right there is the fucking insanity of it, eh? Like that's fucking that is next level, bro. Like your scout, like what were people's reactions and stuff like even in that world? Were they like, what the fuck?
um, they thought, what the fuck, but the ones that I was closest to, kind of, they knew what I was going to do. So like
Yeah,
they would get me steel cap, fix fits, so safer. Um, oh, this was fuck, bro. Like, oh, fuck,
yeah, man, that
it was
just
fuck.
sounds vicious, eh? So like what like now that you've totally changed your life around and stuff like that, like how hard was it to kind of walk away from some of the old associates and that type of stuff?
Um, I didn't even put any thought into it. I just packed my shit and left.
Yeah,
Um, my real friend was still there when my head popped back up, kind of thing.
yeah,
Um, and now that was all that really mattered. My true friends stuck around. You know,
yeah,
no one knew I was leaving, but they all knew when I came back, kind of thing. And
yeah, yeah,
it was good. I knew that I had to go and do it alone because every time I tried to do it, with my same circle, it failed. So
yes,
the only way for me to get things is to move the fuck away and hide away until I was strong enough to be even around it. And yeah.
yeah. No, fuck, that's that's very inspiring, bro. So, like, anyone that's watching this that's struggling with addiction and that, what would you tell them? Like, what's your kind of message?
So that's the hard part, because everyone is different. But
Yeah,
in general, just look at your life. If you're on the shit, step back and have a look at yourself. For a minute, and ask yourself, is this what you want? Are you happy in this fucking situation? Because if you're not, you know, get out and fucking stay out, because it's only going to get worse. You know, any kind of glimmer of oh yeah, this life's cool, it's just temporary, and it's all fake. It's false fucking hope. There is no happiness at the end of that tunnel. You know what I mean? You have to
yeah,
fucking get the fuck out of it
yeah.
before the tunnel fucking caves in.
Yeah, 100%. I guess that's the thing as well, bro, is like for you and your journey, I know for mine, it got very fucking dark, but before I was actually able to kind of realize that it was possible to even get clean. Like for me, sitting in
Yeah,
jail in 2012 and that, and then went into rehab and realized that recovery was actually a thing. I didn't even know that that existed. You know what I mean? I literally thought that I was just going to end up fucking dead or in jail. Like that was my reality. So to kind of break those stigmas and narratives and change our lives around and now share our stories on social media. It's definitely fucking different, isn't it?
yeah. I never knew there was such a good support system, on social media and that.
Yeah,
Um, until I started really, and then fuck the amount of support you can get just from putting your story out there. It's massive, it's massive, and it's good too because it gives it makes you accountable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Once everyone knows what you're up to, you get kind of have to hold yourself accountable for your own actions, because you don't want to go letting people down. So it's
Yeah,
good. It's
yeah.
good. It keeps you in check.
Yeah, that's actually a really good fucking point, actually, because you're basically like holding yourself accountable to the world, eh? Like you're sharing all your fucking
Yeah.
things, and then if you were to, if you were to kind of fall over, not saying that, obviously, we're only human and we fuck up and make mistakes. It definitely puts pressure on like how important it is to kind of match our words with our actions as such.
Definitely, definitely.
Nah, fuck, awesome, bro. Well, is there anything else you want to touch on, brother?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, my bro. Sorry.
Nah, you're good, my bro. Don't be sorry. Well, it's been mean having a fucking chat with you, bro. It really means a lot to jump on and yarn. I know it's not something that kind of comes second nature, and it's uncomfortable and that. So I really appreciate it, my bro.
Brother.